Welcome to Moonlit Fly Fishing, fly tying night tonight. I'm Brandon Moon, and tonight we're going to be tying up the Halloween Jig Bugger. This is a play off of a Halloween woolly bugger pattern. The Halloween woolly bugger pattern is a very effective pattern fished especially in the fall here in Southeast Idaho, but we've heard great things about this pattern being fished all across the country, and so we want to take and add a really quick variation to this. The Halloween bugger generally is tied with a orange chenille and palmered black hackle. We've sped this up using a few materials and we hope you enjoy it. Let us know in the comments what you think. Have a wonderful day. For the hook today, we're going to be using the ML 511. This is the Toata series hooks. It's a 1X long, 1X strong jig hook. We're tying this in a size 8. We tie it in a size 8 and 10 primarily, but you can tie it smaller if you'd like. We're going to put a 4mm matte black bead on this, and then we're going to start our 6/0 or 8/0 classic wax floral orange thread. Right behind the bead, we're going to build up a little bit of a dam right there, and then we're going to go all the way back to the bend of the hook. Trim out our thread. I like to use a razor blade. Now we're going to take 2 pieces of black chickboo or some black marabou, and we're going to measure that out to be the length of the hook shank. Lay that down, and then we're going to secure that down onto the hook. And I want to take that up, and then I'm going to clip it out right up close to the bead. It's a little bit short, but that's all right. If it goes all the way up to the bead, that's okay too. Now I'm just going to secure that down nice and good. Go all the way to the back where my tail is. At this point, when you get back to the tail, you can tie in some orange crystal flash if you'd like, or just leave it plain. You'll see the photo has the crystal flash in it. Now we're going to take some black Straggle, some black Semper Fly Straggle legs. We'll tie that in. Then we're going to take a piece of floral orange Straggle legs. This material has a very small core to it. We're just going to secure that down and wrap it up towards the front of the hook. I'll trim out any excess that I've got here. We secured down all the black. We'll just trim out the orange. Now I'm going to go and just give a good nice secure down there, going back to the tie-in point and then forward just so that I secure it down nice and good. Once I get to this point, I'm just going to half hitch it. Just out of habit. You don't have to because I'm not going to use the rotary feature, but it's habit for me. I'm going to take those 2 strands and twist them as you see here, and that's just going to combine the 2. Now I'm going to take and wrap these 2 strands of micro legs, and I'm going to kind of palmer those straggle leg fibers rearward with each wrap. And this is where I'm replacing the palmered hackle in the woolly bugger and the chenille with these 2 materials here combined. You can see I get that orange and black effect, but I also get a floral orange look and effect to this body as well. We're going to do this twisting every time we need to as we go forward all the way up to the bead of the hook. Couple wraps more, and there we go. Finish that off with 1 more wrap. Now I'm just going to secure that down with my thread. You can see this is a real simple, easy tie. So we'll secure that down, then in front to lock it in place. I'm going to pull it off to the side where I'm going to trim off my straggle legs. Now I'm going to take a piece of black hen saddle. This is from my black chickboo pelt that I had, where I used the chickboo feathers. I'm just gonna preen those fibers back and create a tie-in point where I'm gonna secure that tip down, lock it in place in front. Then I'm just gonna take and trim out that tie-in point. I forgot to put my reading glasses on so that I could see a little bit better, sorry. Now I'm going to take my Hackle pliers and I'm just going to wrap this. And this is all a matter of personal preference, how many wraps. You'll watch and see that as I'm wrapping this, I'm pulling the fibers and palmering them rearward so that I don't have to take and clean it up as much when I'm done. And I'm going to give it 3 wraps. You can go 2 wraps, you can go 4 wraps, but 3's a pretty good amount. It gives me a nice full collar without over hackling it too much. As soon as I've got that, I'll lock it in place, set my stem through my hackle tweezers to the back there. Help secure that down. We're building a collar. I'm just going to take that hackle tweezer off. A few wraps for the collar. Now I'm going to take some super glue so that I can really see and secure this knot in. I'm going to give about 2 inches of glue brushed on there. Now I'm going to go with 2 wraps over the top. Take my whip finish tool and whip finish, and that's going to secure this knot nice and secure. No need for any head cement or anything at this point. I like the razor blade to trim out my thread. Then I'm going to take my hackle and I'm going to use that razor blade to cut it nice and smooth as well. And there you have the Halloween Jig Bugger. Make sure you like and follow.